We are just a few days into 2025 and IKEA has already dropped some new home decor. So let's talk about it. What's hot, what's not? I'm gonna go through a few of the new finds and let you know what I like, what you should pass on, and all of the details. Now, before we get into today's video though, hi, my name is KB. I'm your interior design fairy godmother and we hang out every Monday and Friday. So I'd love it if you smash that subscribe button, but let's talk about these new IKEA finds. First, we're gonna start in the kitchen section because that is my favorite section of IKEA. Item one is this new sponge set. You get 3 of them for the price. This is very similar to their old sponge, but this is a pale green as opposed to white. I would imagine they're largely the same. There's a soft side, there's a rough side, and you can put them in the dishwasher to give them a nice clean. I just think for the set, they do a really good job and they do much better than like your standard sponge, but they're not quite yet at the scrub daddy level. But if you want something in between that's a little bit more sleek, that is easy to store, this is gonna be a great option. And I forgot to tell you, you get 3 of them for just $1, which I think is an amazing steal. Next up, we have this nice little caddy. So this is a sink caddy that you can use in your kitchen, your bathroom, whatever. It is used to hold sponges. It does have drain holes at the bottom, so you can pair it with this nice sponge that I just showed you, but I love that this is black because they tend to either be clear or white. I think white just looks horrible, and the clear gets like all gunky and stuff from all the food and the water, so I think black is going to be a great option, especially if you have a sleek contemporary kitchen like I do. I also stumbled upon this, which is just like a food organizer. It has 2 different containers. You can put your utensils in here, you can put napkins in here, but this is a raw wood. So if you like to DIY, you maybe want to put your paintbrushes in here or your pens or something like that. You could stain this really easily. You could paint this really easily, dress it up a little bit. I'm sure someone like Lone Fox is going to do some awesome DIY with this because it's such high quality wood and it's very customizable. Next, we have the Mavin bowl. So I love this bowl. It's a nice brown bowl. It's a very decent size. It can fit little candies, medicines, things like that. It's not massive. This is not something that I'd fill like with a faux floral or moss or something like that, but it does certainly make a statement. It could be really useful in the kitchen if you need somewhere to put salt or something like that. I'm very, very happy with this. And this bowl is actually food safe, so if you want to use this when you're entertaining, maybe for some chips, for some salsa, something like that, you can do so, and it is handmade. In that same collection, we have this brown vase, very similar in terms of texture. This is just tall as opposed to wide. I would say that I would pick up a faux floral maybe for somewhere else or put a real floral in it because you can actually put water in this vase, which I do like because that's not always the case with IKEA vases, but I love this. It does come at a higher price point at $25 for a vase that's just 7.5 inches, but it is handmade. So if some of the proceeds are going to that person who handmade it, I think that that's pretty decent. Next, we have this Strimig side plate in the pale green. So this collection has already existed. It pre-existed in the white, the blue, and the gray, but this pale green color is brand new. You're seeing a lot of pale green in all of the interior design styles right now, and obviously you're going to see it at IKEA too. So this is a great way to introduce it into your home in a very subtle way. Next, we have the Mavin basket, which is a jute basket. I really like the way this looks. You can use it for laundry, you can use it for kids' toys, dog toys, blankets. It really does not matter. It is jute, it is braided. It's not actually super rough to touch, so it's not one of those jute things that you're gonna bring into the house and it's gonna shed everywhere. This is actually really, really wonderfully made, and I was pleasantly surprised. Next, we have the serving bowl, which is $2.99, and it really struck me because it's black. I don't often see black serving bowls at IKEA. I normally see like a white ceramic or a white plastic or like a basic wood tone, but I love that there's black because if you're into more modern contemporary spaces, this kind of fits in our homes a little bit better. Now, IKEA has always had really good carafes, but I actually was very, very happy to see this one. This is a glass carafe. It looks kind of like a whiskey bottle, and then it has this black stopper, which is also glass, believe it or not. You can hear it. It's very beautiful. You could use this for mouthwash. You could use this for water. You could use this for alcohol. It does not matter. I just love how the light kind of reflects off of it. It's very sleek and it's $17.99, which I think honestly is a lot of money for something like this. You could definitely go to like a Goodwill or a thrift store and get something like this secondhand. But if you don't have access to something like this, this is a really good option. Next, let's talk lighting because IKEA has dropped so much new lighting recently. Next, we have this table lamp, which is $12.99 and comes in 3 different colors. It comes in green, it comes in cream, and it comes in yellow. I just think it's such a cute little lamp. It's very much so a statement piece in and of itself. And I love that the switch on it is just a little button that's kind of built in. So it's very, very sleek. You don't have to worry about like that ugly button or having to turn it on from the cord. It is a corded lamp though, so you're gonna have to hide the cord somehow, but I think this is very, very chic. Next is this No Sun ceiling lamp in birch. I think this is very striking because it has like this circular sculptural look to it. So there's so many different levels to it. It looks almost kind of like a sand dune to me. I don't know. It's just very, very interesting in design. It's the type of ceiling lamp that should replace all boob lights in my firm opinion. I love that it's birch. I wasn't able to touch it, so I do wonder if you could maybe stain this birch to be a different color to make it a little bit more customizable, but I think you should definitely swap out your boob lights and some of your can lights for something like this. And next they came out with this backnate table lamp, which honestly just looks like folded paper, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It just does look like folded paper. I think this is something that worked really well in like a modern organic space or a wabi-sabi space, but I don't think it would fit in with every single interior. If you're into maybe the mid-century modern, it might work, but if you're into the modern, the contemporary, the glam, I think this is just one of those lamps that is just not going to work, so I'd stay away from this one. And I was shocked to see this pendant, which is just $6.99. It has such a low price point because it is made out of plastic, but I think this is one of those things that you can DIY so very well. This could be the base of a table. You could paper mache this. I think it's a very versatile piece, and it is a pendant lamp, so it's one of those things you could put like an LED rechargeable light bulb in there and kind of get a sconce look without having to hardwire anything. So I think this is something to really check out if you're into DIY lighting or DIY anything. And we've already talked about the Mavin collection, but they also do have a pendant lamp that is jupe. It's very much so bell-shaped. Honestly, it seems a lot like what IKEA has done already. I'm not totally blown away by this pendant, but I do like that there is a new shape because I feel like they normally are very angular. So if you want some pendants in your hallway, this could be a really good option. This is something that would work a little bit more for like more of a bohemian design style. I don't even think I'd go as far to say it would work for modern organic or wabi-sabi just because of how thick the braiding is, but it is a really striking piece as compared to the other woven light fixtures that IKEA has come out with, so there's some food for thought there. I also came across this brand ball gaming rug, which is $100, and I really like it. Of course, this rug is made for gamers because of the black and white check, but I think this is super cute. This could work in any type of space, a modern space, a contemporary space, even a Danish space. I also really love the green piping around it. I think it just takes it to the next level, and I told you earlier that green was a very popular color this year, and we're seeing that even in this rug. So don't just move away from this rug just because it's meant for gamers, because I think it could really work for anybody. I might pair this with like a curved sofa that's white or cream and a fun accent chair to really elevate it. Next we have this floor lamp, which is $60. Honestly, I don't love it. I hate that this switch is exposed, but I want to tell you about it because I'm just telling you about the new things at IKEA. I'm not saying I love them all. I don't like that you can see the switch here, and I think that it's a little bit dated in terms of interior design, but I do appreciate that it has an empire shade. I think that's something that's trending a lot right now, so that's one part of it I can get down with. I also came across this vase, which is just $3.99. I think this is great if you're having any type of party. This would be great with baby's breath in it. It'd be great if you're maybe having like a dinner party and you want to host and do a fun little tablescape. This could also be nice on your nightstand. You can even use something like this to hold your toothbrushes or something in the bathroom, and I think for $3.99 it really doesn't get better than that. And they now have this comforter set, which normally I would not speak to, but I touched it. It was actually remarkably soft for IKEA, and it reminded me of some collections that they sell not only at West Elm but also at Pottery Barn. So I think the style is trending big time, and if you're okay with it only coming in gray, I think this is something you should definitely consider. And of course, green is coming to the forefront again with this mug. So this mug is $5.99, which honestly is pretty expensive for a mug, especially from a place from IKEA, but it is so cool. I love that this glass is an orange glass. It has a green handle. It's almost amber in color. Very striking. You could really style a kitchen really easily with just this mug if styling a kitchen is something that you're into, but I think it's just super fun. It's not just like a cream basic ceramic mug. It's a piece of art, and I really appreciate that. IKEA is even making moves when it comes to extension cords. So next we have this one. I mean, just look at how cool this is. This is something that is just like wacky. It's fun. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 different electrical sockets. This is an electrical cord that you don't want to hide, and I think that that's so great because I've never said that in the history of my entire life. I think that this one is so cute. Does it work for my design style? No, but if you're into the Danish, if you're into the more like Barbie core, if you're into maximalism, this is going to be a great addition to your space. And if this one is a little bit too far out there for you, they also have one that's green that has some ridges in it, so it does sit a little bit more flush with the wall, but it still adds a little bit of color, a little bit of reading if you want some fun with your electrical cord, but you can't get this fun. And I did see 2 new pillow options at IKEA. So when I go on the website, it doesn't necessarily say that they're new, but in my store it was like new. So this is a collection where there's a thin version and there's a normal version. These are down-filled bed pillows. One is $14.99, one is $19.99. We got some, I tested them, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I am a pillow snob, and I think that they sleep really well. So if you're partial to down pillows, I definitely recommend picking one of these up because I've never actually seen a down pillow that actually sleeps well for under maybe $40 or $50 before, and this one at the $19.99 price tag is a winner in my book. That's it for today's video. Those are the new IKEA products in January of 2025. They are always dropping new things. Some of of these items I like, some of these products I'm kind of meh about, but which was your favorite? Do you like this drop? Are you heading to your local IKEA, or are you saying no to these new finds? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. And if you liked today's video, please consider smashing that subscribe button, because I have new videos just like this one every Monday and Friday, and I'd love to have you as a member of our community. But until next time, have a beautiful day.